All right. Welcome back to another video of the Target Individual Program, Target Individual Experience. So here's something that the type of manipulative games that they play, particularly using Pam. So she knew she was going out tonight. She knew it, but she didn't tell me about it until much later. Now I texted her earlier, and she called me and I texted her. She could have told me, didn't. And like I said, I was surprised when I saw her coming home because I thought she was going to go out after work. And I'm like, okay. And she didn't even leave the house until I would say minutes to 7, right? So, I'm just like, it's a school night, the kids. But again, they were using the police to try to intimidate me into staying, right? And that didn't work. Like I said, you're not going to try to pull that whole, like I said, I kissed on her bald head, because I shaved my head. And what she said to me, you might get a sexual assault charge. I'm like, what? I'm like, okay, that's how you doing it? Okay. I remember when I used to tell her, hey, don't come in the house and kiss me on the lip, because I don't know who the hell you've been kissing and who what you've been sucking. I don't, but she used to do it regardless. Anyway, ignore everything I said, right? And then they got to the point where and I told her, stop kissing the kids on the mouth also. And and then we all end up having blisters inside of our mouth. And I confronted her on it. And of course they just deny, ignore, deny. It's what they always do. Never want to be held accountable, so they deny. And so I didn't say to her, hey, you know what, you need to be careful before you get a sexual assault charge. I didn't say that at all. I said, let me tell you, and that was happening for a long time before she finally stopped, right? And the only reason why she stopped is, again, maybe because she started seeing somebody at a more serious level, right? So yeah, but it's just very odd. Like I said, I'm not staying. And again, the fact that you tell me, right before you came home, you're telling me this, and I said to you, hey, I'll feed the kids, I'll make sure they bathe, I helped my daughter with his homework. I did, like I said, did what I had to do, and leave. I'm left. 8 o'clock, a little after that. I think I left around 8 minutes to 8:30 or so, 8:19, 8:20. And when I texted her I was leaving, she texted me back saying, can I stay and put them? I was like, no, I'm not doing that. No, I'm not doing that. Your job is not just to go to work and come home and sleep. And you have kids, right? You have kids. I don't live with you. And when I sleep over there, the kids function better. Even you function better. But you just don't want to hear the truth. Because we got into a big argument yesterday. And, because again, the fact that she didn't even consider or the thought of speaking to the parents of the young teenage girl that Ethan was supposed to go meet at the Brooklyn Library. And I said, you don't do that. I told her, show some care and concern for your kids. And she's all nonchalant about it, like it's nothing. And she's on the phone with her friends. Oh, this and he's overreacting. Yeah, okay. I mean, shit is incredible how these women, and not all of them. Let me be clear on that, okay? But a lot of them, that's their mindset, and this is why when they have teenage daughter, their teenage daughter end up being pregnant. Right? This is how they were pregnant. Well, she wasn't pregnant, she was a teen. She was actually mid-30s. So, yeah. Right? So, yeah. But still, I would hate to think, if it had been somebody else, what the outcome would have been. And it would not have been a good outcome, I can tell you that. Okay? I could just by the way how she is, it would not have been a good outcome. And I keep telling her, I said, your friends telling you all kind of nonsense. I said, they're not even. I said, look, your friends are in a relationship right now. Are they following the advice that they give you? Are they following the advice that they give you? And she can't answer that because she know the answer is no, because she complained about it all the time. And I just sit there and I'm just listening. I just keep shaking my head. And I'm just like, wow. I'm like, wow. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, wow. So the shit that they told you don't put up with, which is really minor, me telling you the truth, right? But they're putting up with all kind of shit. And now you're putting up with the kind of shit from the next dude. I'm telling you, this shit is funny. I have to laugh because it is funny, And I always said to her, I said, imagine had you not do what you did. You could have saved your money. You could have, put yourself in a better position with my help. I mean, I'm on disability, so, and even when I was trying to do my own business on the side, well, she wouldn't help, no support at all, But imagine, like I said, with my help, you could have gotten yourself into a better position than you're right now. Right now, you're struggling, but the reason why you're struggling is because you shop too much. You're buying shoes here and there. Every time I turn, you got a new pair of shoes on. And then you complain about buying clothes for the kids, saying that you have the money, but the kids get to have their own money. And on top of that, I buy their clothes. I buy the majority of the clothes. 90% of the kids' clothing, I buy. And listen, it ain't cheap, okay? That's 2 kids I have, and I'm on disability. So I got to finagle ways in terms of where I can buy the stuff for them. But I still got to pay for it, even though it's not all at once. But she never seems to think about that. She never seems to think about that. And then telling her friends that I don't do anything, I don't contribute. I'm like, okay, that's why, I'll stop cleaning your house. I'm not fixing your dryer. I'm not doing it. You can hire somebody to come and do it. I'm not fixing your plumbing anymore in your bathroom or your sink. I'm not doing that. Like I said, it's incredible, man. How you can support somebody and they don't even give you support back, all while you're going through a lot of shit that they know that you're going through, and they pretend that you're not going through anything and they just ignore it. And then when you get into an argument, then they want to call you crazy. And they want to tell you that, you need to go get therapy. When they themselves need therapy. That shit is ridiculous. That shit is so funny. I've never had a problem getting therapy. I've been taking therapy for how many years now? The only reason why I'm not in therapy right now is because they are blocking every effort. They're sabotaging every effort. Right? Because they don't want me to document it with a professional person, with a professional therapist. They don't want no documentation. This is why I do what I do, to document it. But in the meantime, I have resources. I have books. I have YouTube channel, Doc Snipes, Dr. Tracy, I forgot her last name, and there's another therapist that I subscribe to. Doc Snipes, she's very good. She's a therapist, but she's also a counselor, and she trains therapists into becoming counselors. So her YouTube channel is full of information. Not only if you're a therapist and or you want to be a counselor, but she also gives you good advice, right? That good tools that you can use to help you navigate whatever issues you're having. And so, again, I got to do those. I got to do those things and put in those effort, right? So there you go.